CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. This is how we roll now. We don't even ask you if you want an interview. You're getting one.
Stick a camera in your face and off you go.
Whee! KUGAN CASSIUS here with Dave Coldwell. How are you, mate?
I'm good, yeah.
You're
really
sharp
good,
today,
thanks.
Dave, as always.
Try and make it, getting out of that trainer's mode and, we're dressing up today. We're dressing up. So.
As you got out of the car today, someone come up to you, like a fan come up to you?
Yeah.
When you got out of the car, the guy went to me, do you know what, that guy really looks like Tony Bellew'S trainer? I went, it's probably because it is Tony Bellew'S trainer. He went, is it him? I went, yeah. See, that's when, people don't know if it's you or not.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head, Dave.
Mate, it doesn't really. It
No.
doesn't really, does it? I mean, at the end of the day, there's far more people out there that can't stand me, and
You get your fair share
stick
on
a dart and then get a
yeah.
picture. So, it is what it is.
Can Tony Bellew knock Alexander Usyk out?
Yes.
Yes. Will he knock him out?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
It's a tough fight. It's not...
Is that the way he's got to win, though? Can he outbox him, in your opinion? As difficult as a task that is, but...
Anybody can be outboxed.
Yeah.
Anybody can be outboxed on a certain night. Anybody can be outboxed. You can't just... Okay, so Gassiev probably thought himself, I need to knock Usyk out to win. So he went in there just looking for that bomb. Didn't use any boxing behind the bombs, and was one pace and predictable. You can't go in with that sort of mentality that all I've got to do is to land that shot. You've got to have some boxing behind it in order to land the bombs. You've got to earn the bombs.
Yeah, that was a good fight to actually take something from that fight on your
really
perspective of how Gassiev kind of approached that fight.
Yeah, I think, Gassiev, Gassiev's very, very heavy-handed. He can punch, yes, but he didn't give himself any chance of landing those kind of shots because he was just so predictable, slow and one-dimensional. You can't be like that against Usyk because he's just going to take you apart. If you just stand there with your hands up and just plod forward, it's enough fun. So you've got to be a little bit smarter, a little bit more dynamic and have a little bit more athleticism about you.
So apparently in that face-off they had at Wembley on Saturday, Tony said to him, was it "I'm here, superstar"?
I don't know. I couldn't.
Like
I didn't see it.
I'm here now, superstar. Something like that. In his,
Right?
obviously in the Scouse accent. I'm not going to do the Scouse accent though, but yeah. Look,
Right, okay. There's not a lot he can say to him because I'm not sure how much Usyk.
I think he understands, and I think he talks more than he lets on, Usyk. But we'll see today.
There's a lot of respect with Tony towards Usyk because he's always rated him. He told me about Usyk before Usyk turned pro. Right from then, I've always watched him. I've always followed him. So there's a lot of respect there. He understands what he's got in front of him, and that's why this is such a big challenge because he knows what he's got in front of him. It's one of those fights again, isn't it, where everybody says, "Oh, you've got no chance. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get demolished. You're gonna get taken apart." Yeah, we've been here, we've done that, and it's just another fight for Tony Bellew. It's the last fight. And it's the hardest fight. No doubt about it. It's the hardest fight of his career.
That's one thing we can all establish, that there's no ifs or buts.
No.
Win, lose or draw. Oh, draw.
Please no draw.
Draw. No, but win or lose, this is it for Tony.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be. Because nothing. What else is true? You win a world title at cruiserweight, which you're not supposed to. Everybody says, shit, you're not going to do it. You step up, you beat David A a couple of times, drop back down, collect all the belts. This is, if in boxing, you're in it to win the belts and to make money and secure your family's future. Secure his family's future. If you then go and collect every belt there, what else is it to prove? Nothing. Walk off into the sunset, get out with all your faculties intact, and enjoy your family time and your life, basically.
This is where we know, I ain't got to say this, but you've obviously got his best interests at heart because, look, you've been saying you wanted him to retire for the last year.
After I understood after the first Hay fight why he had to take a rematch because of the injury. So he couldn't just retire on that, so I understood that. We did Hay the second time, conclusively, in great fashion, and I wanted him to retire, and that was it, done. I was sat at home watching Usyk Gassiev in my house, and when Usyk called his name at the end, I just looked at my missus and I just went, oh shit.
Here we go. Here we go.
I just knew the minute he called him, I knew he was going to take the fight. And I was like, fucking hell, we're going again. And yeah, so it is. I mean, we're here, and you know that Bellew'S not going to turn that down once the unified cruiserweight champions called his name. So that's what happened, and now he's got the biggest task of his career, and it's exciting because it is such a huge fight. It's for every belt, it's for all the belts. It's just, you know, it's to be involved in something like that. It's fantastic, you know, to have the whole build up, everything, and for have every belt on the line. It's just phenomenal.
You haven't got to like Tony, but you can't knock what kind of he's willing to do and has done in his career.
Don't forget, when Usyk won and Usyk called his name out, how many people on social media were saying he's never taken that fight? Watch him try and squirm his way out of that fight. Watch him duck that fight.
Yeah, people were saying that. I'm going to definitely agree with you there. I saw a lot of comments saying, yeah.
And then now he's took the fight, those same people have gone a little bit quiet. All they're just saying, oh, he's going to get smashed, But he's not sat on his sofa, he's gone out and he's made the fight, and it's done. And he's taking that gamble, it's rolling a dice, he's giving it a shot. So these same people, God forbid we get beat, they're going to be jumping up and down saying, told you to get smashed. But he went in there and gave it a fucking go, right? He went in there with full belief he's going to win, right? It's the same scenario as when we took on David A. The same people said, he's going to get smashing around. He still rolled the dice, he still had the bollocks to get in there with a big punch in heavyweight and take the fight, and he won.
He's definitely got the bollocks.
100%.
It's funny because you're either fighting a bum or you're fighting someone you're going to get smashed by.
You can't
what are you getting in the ring with him for?
You can't. This is why any fighters out there, they can't. Any fighters, trainers, managers, promoters, whatever. You can't live your life and you can't go forward in your career trying to please everybody because you can't do it. It's great when fans are on side and fans are giving you support. That means everything. That's fantastic. But you can't let that get to your head. Just like when people are being negative and people are being abusive and vile, you can't let that get into your head because either way it's going to fuck you up. Because if you let all the support get on and slaps on the back get into your head, then all of a sudden you walk around thinking you're 10 men, you walk around thinking that you've cracked it when you're going to hit a big fall. If you do it the other way, you end up getting depressed and bad shit can happen. So you know you've got to be able to have the mentality where you can kind of like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not real.
What did you think about Usyk joining Matchroom? I'm going to ask him later anyway.
Joining what?
What did he think about Usyk joining Matchroom?
It's a good business move.
It's an Eddie Hearn move, isn't it?
Listen, it's been.
I come in with the champ, I'm leaving with the champ.
That's what I'm saying. He's not the first promoter to do that. You know, Eddie Hearn's done it. Don King's done it. See, I'm getting them two mixed up. Don King's done it. You know, they've all done it. Everybody's done it. It's just part of business. It is what it is. But I will say, by signing him, it makes the fight easier to make.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So it is
but
what it is.
I think Eddie Hearn even said to their team, don't expect me to be sitting down on my seat, kind of neutral on the, because obviously the relationship with Eddie and Tony obviously has gone on a while and they've got history, as they say.
Yeah, listen, it's business on. You've got to. I understand it. It's business, but you know, we know which team Eddie's with.
Quick one on the weekend. After a tough start for Joshua, obviously come through it, eased into the fight, and then sensationally knocked out POVETKIN.
I said beforehand, I thought that the likely result would have been a points shot, but I thought I fancied AJ in 10. And I thought it was going to be a tough fight because POVETKIN is a good fighter. He's a good fighter, regardless of what you want.
The style's all wrong for Joshua. Some people were saying as well.
But what I didn't expect was Joshua's adaptation to his style. He's changing. You know what I mean? He's changing each fight. You can see little things that he's working on. He's better on his legs and things like that. He's getting more mobile. The performance and the style that he had was a lot more. I loved his feet. His feet were good, nice and fast. His upper body mobility was really good. I was a little bit worried early doors. I mean, from where I was sat, it looked like he was leaning a little bit too far forward. He was getting caught too often because he was leaning in. But I understand what he was doing. He was picking away with a jab, just setting him up. For me, it shows that he's got the mentality where he's willing to try new things in high pressure situations, which not a lot of fighters do. They do these things in the gym, and then revert to the tried and tested sort of style when they go in and fight when the pressure's on. But he didn't, and it was a fantastic performance. Fighters like him need these questions answered them as the fights go on, because otherwise they're in too deep and they don't get a chance.
Ready? Shut down first, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Right, Dave, thank you very much. On to Rifle TV. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks.
Don't
Cheers.
take your place.